Okay, so welcome to another Feature Friday. So let's say you're rather new to Application Suite, Manage, and the other apps that are involved in it. And so searching and filtering is a little bit of a mystery to you. So let's just do a couple little quick things here to kind of get your feet wet and hopefully make the mysterious searching and filtering to be far less mysterious. So time for another Feature Friday. Here we go. So a good application to start with is work order tracking. I've already been there several times, so it's on my recent list. Go ahead and choose it. And the first thing that puzzles most new users is, why is this list empty? So you have a choice to fill the list. You can either hit the Enter key, or you can come over here to the right and click the swirly icon. That will fill the list with what they call the default query. You'll notice we have about 500 or so records in here. So if you want to know which query brought this set of records into the list view here, you can always go up to the three dots and click on the where clause, and you can see the actual technical query that was executed when you clicked the swirly icon. It's a little risky, but one of the other things you can do is, if you wanted to see a list of all of the records and start your searching from a much larger set, then you can click the All Records query if it's available to you. I'll go ahead and choose that. It takes just a moment for it to render, and you can now see I have 67,000 records that I can work on. Okay? So let's do a little paring down of this list here. So on the status field, I'm going to use the spyglass to choose a specific status, and I could choose more than one if I'd like, but I'm just going to choose waiting on approval and go ahead and click OK here. So that sets my filter, if you will, and then I can hit Enter, or I can hit the swirly icon again. And so now my list of 67,000 is now down to the 1,300 that are in a Whopper status. Now let's narrow it down even further, this list of 1,300, to a particular location. And so I just click on the arrow there, and I'm going to go for the Needham location. So I type that in. Again, this list can be quite long. So I just type in the values I'm looking for. There is the Needham location. Click OK. That enters that value into here. And you'll also notice that you could just type in equals and then the value, equals and then the value, if you would like. So I have those two criteria. I'm going to hit the swirly again. And now I'm down to 81 work orders. So that's all good. But what if I want to save this query for use in the future? Well, you can certainly do that. You go over here to the three dots like I showed you, and you can say Save Current Query. And you can give it a good name. So, oops, there we go. No, Needham Whopper, and we can say Whopper work orders. You can make it public if you'd like, and you can also make it to be your default query the next time you enter the application. Click OK. And now, underneath the available queries, you will find one called whatever you describe that query as. Needham waiting for approval work orders. So the next time you come into the application, you can just go directly to that query, and you'll get a list of records that meet that criteria. Pretty cool. One other last thing for new folks is downloading this list. In any of the Manage applications, you will find a download icon over here on the far right-hand side. And if you click that, that will drop this list of records out to an Excel spreadsheet. And there you have it. There is an Excel spreadsheet that was created. It rendered on a different screen, so I will slide it on over here so that you are able to see it. Pretty straightforward. Another thing that you may consider is the ability to run reports that have been prepared for you by the administration. So under More Actions, you will find Run Reports, and you may have just one report, maybe none, maybe quite a few, and the idea here is these are pre-prepared for you so that you're able to execute them and either just view them or print them out and such. So just keep in mind that there are some perhaps pre-built reports that already exist in the system. And then the very last thing, I promise, is the idea of creating your own report. And you're able to generate a report, basically a list view similar to the Excel spreadsheet, similar to the built-in reports that you'll get, that will either report on the list of records that you have behind here in your application or some other query that's used. So that's called ad hoc reporting, so keep that in mind as well. Okay, so just real quick on how to filter a list of records, how to do a download, how to run reports, and how to create your own reports. So certainly not an exhaustive coverage of each subject, but should be enough to get you started. So stay current, my friends, and hope this was worthwhile.